Coach, you guys went through segments of playing well, playing at the level I think you want them to defensively, and then segments of not playing so well. You finished on a really high note. Is that the main takeaway from a game like this, or is it the low notes?
The main takeaway is that we won. I mean, that's always the most important thing. And obviously that first quarter, I think they shot 61%. Quarters 2, 3, and 4 combined, they shot 35%. So I thought our defense was much better after that first quarter. And the big message at the half was, we fouled way too much. They were at the line a ton, 17 free throw attempts in the half. Second half, only 2 free throw attempts, so we showed improvement there. And the second half, we only had 6 turnovers. We're in that, I think, first quarter was 8 turnovers. So I thought we got better as the night went along, and then they cut it to 6. We made a couple of subs, and we closed the game 21-8. So, yes, there'll be a lot of things, I'm sure, Ryan, that we can clean up, watch the film, get better at, continue to harp on. But Nikola's first game back, he was outstanding, not surprising there. And I thought Russ, what he did tonight was incredible. Is that two triple doubles again?
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Watching history, folks. You're watching history. It's a History Channel. And I thought Peyton, obviously when Jamal went out, Jalen Pickett gave us some good minutes. We had to throw a lot of guys out there tonight, but these games are nerve-wracking. But our guys, after that first quarter, I thought settled in and played the right way.
You mentioned Peyton Watson, who had 5 assists in the first half, which I think ties his career high. Looking to make those plays when he gets into the paint, I assume that's a welcome evolution from him for you guys.
Oh, good word usage. I like that. I think it was an outstanding evolution by Sir Peyton. You know what he did a great job of? They were fronting Nikola in the post, and twice he flashed, caught the ball, high-low pass. They backed up, knocked it down. So I thought he had a complete game tonight. He was a defensive player of the game. I thought he had 2 blocks, 2 steals, 7 boards, a bunch of deflections. But he had a really good floor game. And to your point, the playmaking is one of the areas that really stood out for him. So 10, 7, and 5 with 2 and 2. That's a great night for Peyton.
To the best of your knowledge, how precautionary was Jamal's absence in the second half?
Yeah, it was just acting up. Didn't feel right. Didn't feel great. And I think most importantly, it's one thing, hey, to go out there and play, but it's also you got to ask yourself, I'm playing, but am I helping my team? And I think Jamal felt, because it was his decision, he goes, I just don't feel right now. And that's going to happen with that knee. It's going to act up once in a while. So hopefully this is not anything, to borrow Steve Short's favorite word, sinister, and we can get him back for Dallas. So it was just to let that knee calm down and try to get him some rest.
You already touched on the historic nature of another game with 2 guys with triple doubles, so I'll ask it this way: just how easy does it make your job when you've got 2 guys that can put up those kinds of numbers that consistently?
I mean, do I look like I'm having a really easy time on the sideline?
Not quite.
No, exactly right. There's nothing easy in this business. You got to work and earn everything. But there were some moments tonight, watching Nikola, watching Russell, and even late, that 21-8 run that we had, some of the passes that Russ made. It was good to see CB get going in that fourth quarter. But yeah, I mean, you have 2 of the greatest triple-double players in the history of the game who impact the game across the board. And that's what you love: scoring, rebounding, playmaking. And to have 2 out there at the same time, it is a blessing. I don't take it for granted.
Russ, has it surprised you how fast the Westbrook-Joker chemistry has seemingly meshed? It seems like they played together for years.
It doesn't surprise me because I think Russ is a savvy veteran, and he knows he's out there, and he's in his 17th year. He knows that, hey, this is not about Russell Westbrook. This is about me helping this team win. He came here for one reason, that's to win. And I know that we're in 4th place, and we're not where we want to be and we hope to be. But when you consider certain factors, Aaron Gordon's missed over half of our season. We've played the most back-to-backs. We've had the fewest rest advantage games, all that stuff. Where we are is where we are. But I give Russ credit because he came in here trying to fit in, not trying to stand out. And that says a lot about him, understanding this stage of his career. I'm playing with a great player. I'm going to do everything I can to play through him and play with him. And to your point, Scott, they've had like instant chemistry, which has been great to see.
Triple doubles are sometimes kind of talked about as stat padding or empty stats at times. Russ has won 74% of his games when he's had a triple double. Nikola's won 79% of his regular season games when he's at a triple-double. That's significantly higher than the 60% he's won otherwise. Does that kind of say that look, it is still hard to do this, it is still hard to accomplish it, and that production in those areas helps your team win.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know those stats. Those are great stats, 79 and 70%. And I know a few years ago that seemed to be a criticism of Nikola. Well, yeah, he's getting triple doubles, but he's stat padding. And I think for those of us who've watched him every game for 10 years, know that that's not in his nature. And I've been around guys that will stat pad. Nikola's not the guy. He's playing the game. And for us and how we play, he is the centerpiece of everything we do. And now when you have guys out, then Jamal doesn't play in the second half, we're asking more of Russell Westbrook. I played him all fourth quarter, and the ball's in his hands, and he's making the right play, and those do lead to win. So that's all that matters, right? It's not a triple-double and you're getting beat by 20. It's, no, I got a triple-double that helped us win. And ultimately, that's the most important analytical stat. Is not a number, it's a letter, and it's a W. And we were thankful to get one tonight.
This is going to sound a little crazy, but, Russell's playing on the ball a little bit more this year than he has in previous seasons. Do you think that that's helped him with his rhythm and continuity and obviously playing with Nikola as well?
Well, definitely playing with Nikola. I think anytime you play with, in my opinion, the greatest player in the world, who's also the most unselfish and has one of the highest IQs, that's going to help right away. And, I can't speak to any of the other coaches that I've coached Russ in the last few years, but when I met with him this summer, I told him, I said, after 17 years, I'm not asking you to come in here and be something you're not. I just want you to challenge yourself, and I'm going to challenge you to be the best version of Russell Westbrook. And to your point, yeah, you can have him out there on the floor without the ball, but I don't think you're getting the whole package. You see his ability to still get to the cup, finish in transition in a crowd, get to the free throw line, make plays for his teammates, and he's not doing that if he's just spacing in the corner. And the last couple of years, he got to be really good moving without the ball, cutting, rolling, and all that. But, for me, when we got him, I knew that ball would be in his hands quite a bit coming off the bench. But now with injuries, he started, I don't know how many games now, and his win percentage as a starter is through the roof.
Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thanks,
Russ and
everybody.
Nikola tonight.
Thank you.